Good afternoon, Columbia Southern University. Captain Chris Bryant here with a quick 3 to 5 minute video to talk about the PowerPoint that we've built for um, Class 3305. The topic on today's schedule is going to be portable fire extinguishers. Okay, everybody has portable fire extinguishers around them at all times. But do we really know what type of fires these extinguishers are used for? Or do we just assume that one size fits all? Well, today we're going to talk about your 5 extinguisher types. Starting off with a Class A extinguisher, which is just normal combustibles. That's going to be like if you threw something in the trash can and it started a trash can on fire. Woods, papers, plastics. That's going to be signified with a triangle and an A stamp to it. Moving forward, we're going to talk about Class B fires. Those are your flammable liquids, your gas, your oils, your diesels. And again, that's going to have a B with a red square surrounding it. Moving forward, we're going to talk about Class C fires, which are energized electrical equipment. And that is anything that is plugged up to a power source that could potentially be on fire, like a toaster, a microwave, Keurig coffee pot, things of that nature. The majority of our office fire extinguishers that we have in our office, as well as what we have in our home, are a combination type fire extinguisher. They are ABC extinguishers. They will and have the ability to extinguish all 3 types of the fires that I just talked about. You can purchase individual extinguishers that will do each one of these individual tasks, but traditionally you see a red fire extinguisher like I have in one of my slides that's hanging on the wall. That is a multi-purpose fire extinguisher at ABC. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Class D. What makes Class D special? It's combustible metals. Okay, if you have a shop, you like to work in the garage, and you're around magnesiums, aluminums, you're grinding stuff, you have the potential for a fire. Well, that requires a special type fire extinguisher, being the Class D. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Class K. Class K is for cooking fires, heavy grease fat fryers, like at your fast food restaurants, Chinese restaurants. They're required now. The International Fire Code, IF Chapter 906, requires Class K fire extinguishers, along with obviously a hood system and things of that nature. But Captain Chris, do we have to have a Class K fire extinguisher for my kitchen because you said it was kitchen fires? The answer is no. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but your ordinary ABC extinguisher, that multi-purpose fire extinguisher, will be able to contain that fire. Should you have a fire on the stove, you obviously don't want to push it, put the nozzle all the way into the liquid, because you can blow the liquid out, but you want to hit it at the base from a safe distance, or put another pan or lid over that fire and smother that fire. Often than not, I see people, grab the pan and try to run out the door with it, and the grease ends up catching the floor on fire, and it was a bigger problem than what they had. All right, moving forward. Let's talk about those placements of those fire extinguishers. All right, they need to be close to an exit. They need to be no more than 5 feet off the ground for fire extinguishers that weigh 40 pounds or less, that being the very top of the fire extinguisher, but no less than 4 inches on the ground. That is from the International Fire Code, which here in South Carolina, that is what we have adopted with our South Carolina changes and that we have accepted, but that particular code is as written. There has been no exceptions to that code. If you have an extinguisher that is 40 pounds or more, it can be on the ground or an approved cabinet. A lot of your older businesses, they have fire extinguisher cabinets. Your high schools, medical facilities, they'll actually have fire extinguisher cabinets mounted into the walls that are within that appropriate height. If you are mounting one on the wall, use a secure fastener, follow the manufacturer's recommendations, and make it very good and sturdy. And let's talk about when to not use your fire extinguisher. If the fire has gotten to the point to where it is too big and you feel you might need multiple fire extinguishers, it's time to leave and call 911 and let the professionals handle the situation. Also, if the seal is broken and the gauge is not full, it's probably not a good idea to try to aggressively go after that fire. Always grabbing the wrong type of fire extinguisher is not a good idea. And if the fire was between you and your only way out, I would highly recommend and suggest leaving and getting out while you still can. That's a good message from the National Fire Administration as well. They believe in that. And again, if you see something that's wrong, obviously if the fire extinguisher seal is broken or the gauge is not all the way full, take that fire extinguisher out of service and either replace it with one, or call your company if you have a service contractor to come out and maintenance that fire extinguisher for you. Hope you all learned something today, and let's be fire safe. Thank you.